still. Awesome. Good job, bud. That was awesome. Oh, that's good. So, a few weeks ago, I got a call from my daughter-in-law, Gabby, and she said my grandson, Sage, really needed to talk to me. So he gets on the phone and he said, Grandpa, I need your help. I said, sure, whatever you need, I'm here to help you. I said, what is it? He says, well, I have a photography project at school. Will you help me? Of course, I'm going to help him. I was so excited. Sage has been with me on so many different shoots, photographing bighorn sheep, mule deer, and all kinds of landscape images that I've taken. He's always loved it. He's always loved being out with me, but he's never asked to take a photograph with one of my cameras. He's never asked to have a camera. So when he showed up and he said, I think we can just do all this with a cell phone, I said, nah, no way. We're not doing it with a cell phone. You know enough about what I do. I think you can do the camera. And he says, well, okay, I hope I can get it. And I said, I think you can. So we sat down with the camera and we learned. And I took about a little over an hour with him and taught him the basics of the camera. And man, did he run with it. We had such a great time with this. Anyway, I'm excited to share this video with you and all the good times that I had with my grandson. And it was really, really fun for me. So here we go. Okay, you tell me where the histogram's good. Okay, that's pretty good. It's a little bit dark though. So I would go a little bit more. So you change the ISO, change your shutter speed. Okay, there you go, good. So a little bit more, one more click. There you go. So you have that little bit of space over there. That way you make sure your highlights aren't blown, okay? So now, tell me, how are you gonna focus? How are you gonna focus on the stove? There you go, good. You move the focus point over, hit the autofocus button, back button, and there you go. And now you're ready to take a photograph, right? That's good. All right, you got it. So you ready to go take photographs?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you photograph first? Please.
We gotta do your project first, then we'll do birds. All right? All right, ready?
It looks good. Bam. That look good?
Nice. That's cool, Sage.
You like it?
I like it a lot.
Here we go.
Got it?
Yeah. That looks good.
So you're taking a photograph of the gate. He needs a man-made object. Very nice. So what this project consists of, he had to take 22 different images, and all of them different, like portraits, landscape. It had to be wildlife or a pet kind of thing. He had a bunch of different ones he had to do on the ground, looking up. And anyway, we had to check every one of those photographs off the box. But the thing is, the thing he loved the most, of course, was photographing birds, photographing wildlife. He loves wildlife, and he really enjoyed that. After we finished with the project, he wanted to go out and photograph more birds, so that's what we did. And we just had the best time. But anyway, the first thing we had to do was get his project done. I'm going to stop the video right here, and I want to talk about this moment. The expression on his face at this moment in time when we were sitting in the blind was just incredible to me. I mean, I actually kind of started tearing up because at that moment in time, I realized that he and I would forever have this connection. And he would also remember that moment forever, for as long as he lived. You know, he's 10 years old, and he's going to remember it when he's my age. And it's, as a photographer and knowing how beautiful the world is, I knew that he would always have this. He would always carry this with him. And it was just a beautiful moment. And here that is. So part of the project was really interesting. Some of the images had to be close up, and he also had to take landscape photographs, which I was really excited about. And it just so happened that we had poppies blooming while he was here. So off Sage and I went to where I knew there were some really good poppies. And he just had a great time photographing these poppies up close. And that was so much fun for him, and he really did well. His compositions were great. And then he did a landscape photograph. Okay, now tilt it up, and then you have to look at it. Okay, good. And how are you gonna focus? Just like that, there you go. Let's look at it. How'd you do?
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, that looks great.
No, look through the viewfinder. Look through the viewfinder, Grandpa.
I'm recording.
Oh.
Do the viewfinder. Okay, so you got that photograph? Let's see, let's look at this. Okay, so let's go in here and let's look at it. Okay, so you tell me why you think that's a good composition.
Because nothing's cut off.
Yeah, so you have room on each side right of the flowers. I think it's really beautifully well balanced. Nice job.
Thank you.
Very
I like
cool.
how it's like darkness and then light. It's kind of dark, balance between dark and light.
Me too. Nice job, Sage.
Thank you.
Okay, Sage. So you walk me through what you're doing, okay?
So I'm gonna level the camera.
Okay,
I'm gonna see if anything's cut off.
okay.
I'm gonna move it over a little bit, and then I'm gonna see if I like what I see,
Okay,
and then I'm gonna take the photograph.
nice. Good job.
Yeah, that looks good.
But while we were out there, I left him alone. I basically went off and just kind of watched him from a distance and let him take photographs for about 15, 20 minutes on his own. And I really enjoyed getting to him and seeing what he came up with. And he did amazingly well. So what'd you find? Did you do any good?
Well, my first one was all right.
Okay.
And then this one, I didn't press anything.
And the yucca.
And
Ooh,
that,
I like that.
and then that. That was my last one.
Oh, that's really good. I like that one a lot.
Yes, sir. It's not crowded or anything. I just did 2 flowers.
Yep.
Okay, so let's go.
Don't step on the poppies. So be careful where you walk. Right?
Yes, sir.
All right, you ready to take a landscape?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go. Okay, Sage, so remember what you do. There you go. Don't let go of the camera, okay?
Yes, sir.
Make sure that's all the way tight. And then before you let go, you make sure there you go, good. Awesome. Okay, now compose, you're good with your composition? You like it?
It's very blurry.
That's okay. Well, what are you gonna do to fix that? There you go.
Okay.
It's a nice light, huh?
Yes, sir. Very.
Okay, what's your settings? What's your settings? Tell me.
1/5 f9 ISO 64.
Beautiful. Hey, what do you think?
What?
What do you think?
I think it looks good.
Awesome. Okay, let's look at it. See what you did.
Here.
Beautiful.
So that's the last.
Let's look at the photograph. Oh, I love your composition too.
That's the
That's
last one.
really nice.
This is the.
So part of the project was he had to do a couple of portrait images, and in one of the portraits he wanted his mom Gabby and his dad Josh to be in the photograph, and of course his grandmother, myself, and Gus the dog. So he did that image of us. Then he wanted to do a portrait of Gus, so he did that. Then he had to do a couple images that were sports or action related. And of course he wanted to do something with Gus the dog. One of them was Gus jumping into the swimming pool. So he photographed that, and that turned out really well. And then he had this idea of me throwing a ball up in the air and Gus jumping and catching it, and him catching Gus in midair. And the fun thing is we went out in front of our garage, and we have this Ring camera set up in front of our garage doors, and we didn't realize it was recording. So here's that recording of Sage creating this image of Gus jumping in the air for this ball. That was fun.
Here we go.
Oh, that was good.
Ready, Sage?
Whoa!
Ready? I'm gonna be closer to you now. Ready? Here we go, Sage.
Oh my gosh.
Come here, Gus. Come here, Gus. Good boy. Good boy. Drop it. Good job. Ready? Ready, Sage? Here we go. Ready? And get Gus. Now.
Got him.
Ready? Focus on him. The eyepiece. Ready? Go. Let's go.
Oh my
Good boy, Gus. Good dog,
It's
Gus.
so unfair.
Come on.
And then another one of his assignments was looking up. And one of the photographs that he chose to do was, well, looking up at the stars. And that's right up my alley. And so we had such an amazing time taking that photograph. So we went outside one evening and photographed the stars. And we had these amazing clouds, these high wispy clouds coming up over the Organ Mountains. And it was about, I would say, an hour before the moon was going to rise, and the city lights of Las Cruces were lighting up the underneath of the clouds, and we had stars in the mix. And he also captured a meteor in one of his photographs. So that was so much fun to teach him how to focus on the stars and watch him get excited out there under the night skies. And the cool thing is about this is, of course, I teach night photography. And to all these people I'm teaching night photography to, they usually have to turn on a headlamp to be able to remember where their settings are. Not one time did Sage have to turn on a headlamp to know where his ISO button was or his aperture or shutter speed. So one of the other topics was he had to take some portraits, self-portraits. And we were out in the desert photographing poppies, and he accidentally had the camera pointed at him, and he took a photograph of himself, and I actually loved it. I thought it was great. He wanted to redo it, but I told him I thought it was amazing. So, you know, it's just one of those serendipity things. And then, of course, he took one of himself where he set it up, and, you know, he came over and put the self-timer on, and he pressed the shutter, walked back and sat down and took a photograph of himself. So to Sage's teacher, I apologize. Maybe we overdid it a bit, but Sage was so excited, and this made him so extremely happy. And you have no idea how happy this made me. So thank you for coming up with this project, because it sure enriched my life. And I know that Sage, being a photographer, you know, no matter what happens, if this becomes a hobby or whatever, this is going to be with him for the rest of his life. And it's just going to enrich Sage. He's going to understand nature better. He's going to understand light. He's going to understand wildlife. And he'll be more involved with the natural world. And I love that. I absolutely love that. And this is something that he'll never forget, and it's something that he and I will always have this bond, and that we will always share together, even long after I'm gone. So that makes me extremely, extremely happy. So thank you all for hanging out with us and being with Sage and myself, making this video. And I hope you enjoyed Sage's images as much as he did taking them, because he sure had a great time.